Hello everyone, my name is Olivier. I am a certified meditation teacher. In today's video, I want to talk about anger and how to work with it. So, in the world right now, there's a lot of division, there's a lot of anger, and in this video, I'm going to share some elements on how to deal with anger, but obviously I cannot make justice to this topic. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna create a playlist where I'll be sharing more about anger, different perspective, different point of view on how to deal with anger. I'm actually going to base those videos, this playlist, on this book, Anger from Thich Nhat Hanh. So if you want to purchase it to read it along with me or study it with me, feel free, but you don't have to. So this video is going to be inside a playlist on my channel. It's going to be the first video of that playlist. And if you want to keep learning about anger, just subscribe to the channel or bookmark that playlist, and you will see the videos appearing there. Okay, so that's to get started. So what can we share? What can I share about anger? So first, anger is a very common emotion that everybody who is human experiences anger. And in itself, anger is not bad. It is normal to feel anger. It's just an emotion that comes up. What we can regret is when we feel overwhelmed by anger. We may do things or we may say things that we will regret later. So anger is also a very powerful energy. It can motivate us to do good things, but we have to also to be careful with anger because it is also a destructive energy. My teacher often said, no bird, no lotus. Meaning that in our experiences in life, for example, anger is a mud, but if we can look deeply into it, we can transform anger so that it can become a lotus flower, because the lotus needs the mud in order to grow. If you go to a pond and you see a lotus flower, you will see that it relies on the mud underneath to feed the flower. So the idea of meditation is not to avoid anger, to run away from it as if we did not experience it. The practice of mindfulness and meditation is to recognize that we have anger, to look into it, to see what we can learn from it, to become a free person, to become a happier person. So when we feel angry, maybe somebody said something to us, and now we feel overwhelmed by anger. The first thing to do is to redirect our attention inwards within us, to take care of anger, to breathe with it. A few videos ago, I made a video about 2 essential questions we can ask ourselves in our meditation practice, which are, what is happening within us, and can I be with it? So when we feel angry, we can ask ourselves, what is happening in me? I feel the anger, I feel the emotion, I feel the fire in my chest. I feel like I want to hit this table or something like that. Second question is, can I be with it? So instead of letting anger take over, we recognize that it's here and then we breathe with it. We try to be with anger. And effectively what we do, we're practicing calming ourselves. With our breath, we can calm our nervous system. That's why the breath, focusing on our breathing, is a very useful anchor for our meditation because it helps the mind to settle, but it helps the body to calm down. And when the body calms down, it also calms the mind at the same time. So the first thing that we should do when we're angry is to breathe, take deep breath, to release the tension, to calm the anger, to take care of the anger. That is the first step. And if you want, you can stop here. That's already quite, it can be quite a lot already. We can take also mindful steps, mindful walking to calm our anger. Sometimes I use what is around me, like the sky or the trees, if I can find some natural elements, to focus on those, combined with my breathing to calm myself. Yeah, I mean, being angry happens to everyone. A good meditator is not somebody who doesn't feel angry. A peaceful person, a good meditator, are people who experience anger, but they know how to take care of it. They know how to come back to a place where they feel stable and calm. And it can take some time, but it definitely takes practice. Like, we don't practice when we feel angry. We will be better prepared when we practice every day, so that when anger comes and manifests, we are not overwhelmed by it. Our mindfulness is stronger. If we don't practice often, then anger can be stronger than our energy of mindfulness, and then we can act on it and maybe have regrets later on. So, step number 1, deep breathing, calming our nervous system, calming our mind. When we focus on our breath also, it stops the mind from thinking, from ruminating on thoughts that will perpetuate our anger. So it is very useful to redirect your attention to your breathing, to maybe the sky, the cloud, the trees, to the sensation in your body, and just breathe. That will calm your body and take your mind out of what triggered the anger. When we are more calm, then this is where we can start looking into our experience and maybe learn something from it, where we can grow. So anger becomes the mud. It is an opportunity for us to learn something. One thing that we can learn and we can see when we are more calm in the situation is that when we are angry, we are not happy. So the person, say, who made you angry, when we are calm, we can see that this person is not a happy person. We can see that this person doesn't have the tools to be a happy person, to calm their emotions. And when we can see clearly the other person, we can see that this person has been raised in a certain way, has had certain environments that made the person who they are, how they are. Maybe this person experienced a difficult life, difficult moments. And so when we can see that clearly, then when we have also taken care of ourselves, then we can understand the other person better. We can see and touch the suffering in them. And when we can do that, when we can understand the suffering and touch it, then compassion arises automatically in us, the desire to help. And I'm not saying by any means that it is something easy. It is a practice. That's what we practice every day. And but that is the lotus of anger. It is to free ourselves from our anger and to develop compassion. First understanding, then compassion. This is a lotus flower of anger. And the more we practice with anger, the larger our heart can become. And the more compassion, the happier we will be. I'm gonna stop for now for today, but this is what I wanted to start talking about on the subject of anger. Again, I will make a playlist on anger because this is such an important topic. I think the world needs more tools to deal with anger. Everybody is prone to anger, and so that's it for today. I'm gonna stop here on what I had to share about anger for this first video. Like I said, I will make a playlist based on the book Anger from Thich Nhat Hanh, and you can go to this playlist if you want to learn more about anger. But yes, I think the world today needs more tools to deal with anger, to be more peaceful. So I hope you will join me in this exploration. The videos on anger will not come out every week, but maybe once every 2 weeks, so I can share about other topics that I have planned that I think will be helpful to you. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you haven't done so, and I will see you in the next video. See you soon. Bye.